crawlers, yeah, we hitting the scene. Dad and Michael on the mic, the dream team. Afterthoughts, yeah, the crown on the beam. Scales on scales, it's the RC regime. 110 crawling through the rugged terrain. Mud on the tires, ain't no stopping the game. 118 hitting tight lines, precision insane. 124 small but mighty.
All right, it's been a minute. Thanks everyone for joining us. Michael with RC Crawling, and we've got Dad from Dad's Micro RC Garage. Dad, how are you doing tonight?
Man, I can't complain. I'm blessed. Certainly blessed.
Absolutely. I've been busy doing RC stuff. It looks like you have been too. Why don't you tell us what you got going on?
Man, to be honest with you, I haven't had just a whole lot going on other than doing family stuff. I've since the last live that we did, which has been a hot minute, I think I've built 1/24 scaled rig. I built a nerd strap, and I love it. It's amazing. I'll give me a minute. I'll go get it out. I have tinkered a little bit with these 30s. I've done some paint jobs on some 24 scale stuff and a couple of 30th scale rigs. Probably the one I'm most happy about, and I don't have a body mount on this yet. I've got to work through that, but it's going to be this one. I'm pretty excited about it. But man,
That thing's looking awesome.
I've just been doing some other stuff, man. I've been playing golf with my kid and by myself with my boys here. But kind of got focused on stuff outside of RC for a little bit and trying to get myself back drawn together and figuring out a healthy balance of all of the things I have going on in life. So not always
RC will always be there.
Yeah, it's it doesn't make me any money. I don't do it for money. I do it for the fun and enjoyment. And when I have other stuff going on, I got to get it done. So that's what's been going on. What about you?
A little bit of the same. Work got real busy. RCs got put down for a little bit, but starting to get back to it. Been doing some upgrades on my SCX30. Got the purple Mias wheels and RC four-wheel drive tires mounted up. Got some 22.5 millimeter shocks and an overdrive gear along with the Injora servo. And this thing's turning into a little beast.
That's cool looking. I love the limb savers up on the front, the windshield savers. That's cool.
Yeah, I got a snorkel recently. Got that added to it.
I like the snorkel. Where'd you get that?
Grandpa's RC Off-Road Recovery. So John Greiner on Instagram or Facebook. He can print out the little snorkels for the 30s on the JLUs. I think it's a nice touch. Kind of completes the overlander look I've been going for.
Yeah, I like that. That's cool. And the purple wheels with the purple mountains on the side, or the blue mountains. I can't. What?
Yeah, they're kind of teal and purple. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I didn't set out to do a green and purple build, but it just kind of came together and worked out that way.
I gotcha. Sorry, I'm going to straighten up a little bit while we're here. See if I can get some more stuff in the shot that I. Let's see while that.
Anybody out there in the chat, drop a comment. Let us know where you're watching from.
Yeah, and I don't get to see. I don't see who's actually watching. So if you come in and stop in, announce your presence so we can say hi. Because this isn't about us. This is about everybody else. It's a community thing, and like we want your input as much as our own. So we don't do this for ourselves.
No, this is all about sharing with the community and what we have going on.
Absolutely. And we want to know what y'all have going
Speaking
on top of that.
speaking of the RC community, I got a new rig.
Florida in the
This
house,
was
SRQ. What's up, buddy? Sorry.
hey, Paul. Yeah, thanks for shouting that out. I wasn't watching the chat. Uh, Won this on an Instagram giveaway. It was sponsored by Fernie's RC and painted and assembled by Mini Mayhem. The chassis and body were provided by Haunter RC, and this thing is awesome. This thing is a lot of fun to drive. It's well dialed in.
That thing is sick. I can't wait to see that in person. That's a sick rig. I love that thing.
It is. Yeah, it's so much fun to drive. It's a blast. It's just really well thought out and put together.
Absolutely. Give me 2 seconds. I got to go grab one thing out of the kitchen. I'll be right back.
Absolutely. Let's see it. But while he's running to grab something else, I recently completed this custom paint job for my buddy's SCX 30. We're going to be hitting the rocks tomorrow. I hope he's back on the rocks. It looks really nice. It came out way cooler than I anticipated.
Dude, I love that paint job. That turned out so much better than I like even envisioned. We talked about
I
it.
know.
And that thing is
Yeah.
sick.
I'm super happy with how it came out. I'm surprised myself a little bit with how it's turned out. I can do some others. I've got a body coming thanks to you. I appreciate you running out to the hobby store and grabbing the last SCX 30 that was in stock.
Yeah,
I'm going to be doing
I'm
another
glad
body
that
in this style.
I'm glad they had one when I got by there. I'm glad they had that JLU, and it's a white one, so it ought to paint pretty easy.
Yeah, that's
So
perfect. This one was white, so it came out really good, I think. The longest part, of course,
absolutely,
was all the topo lines.
they turned out
Yeah, tell
fabulous.
us what
Though. I
you.
mean, absolutely
Thank you. Yeah,
fabulous.
I spent a couple hours just working on the details and work on it, put it down, wait for a different kind of light, because then it looks different, and you can see some areas that might need a little more attention. Just keep coming back to it and giving it the that it needs until it's done. So I really didn't know how far I was going to go. I was just afraid of overdoing it with the metallic bronze accents, but I think I nailed it.
You did nail it. Absolutely, you nailed that. That everything about that is sick.
Thank you.
One of the
Kind
best
of
jobs I've seen. So
I'm reluctant to give it back actually, but I can't wait to see it on the rocks. It deserves to get driven.
I can't wait to see the smile on his face. I'm sure he's already seen it, but when it's in his
He has seen
hands,
pictures. Oh yeah,
yeah,
we're getting together tomorrow afternoon, and yeah, I can't wait to see what he thinks when he gets to look at it in person.
for sure.
Yeah, tell us what
Well,
you grabbed. What are we looking at here?
well, that's a nerd strop. It's one of the Paisley uh, editions, and I did I guess that's the black engraving on the gold. Um, his
Very cool.
links front and rear, so it's got his front links and his rear links, and
And this is S4 based.
it is that's an SCX 24, and man, I thought I had that right here, but it's actually on another work table in my living room. Uh, I got the Greta cage, the titanium Greta cage to go on it. So right now
Oh, very cool.
I have the 3D printed cage on it, but I have the titanium and it'll match the rear links. It's kind of that color. It's multicolored, actually blue and green. It's pretty sick.
That's
So
going to be cool. Yeah, we you need to get that titanium cage on there because that'll be worth looking at.
Absolutely. And then the other thing I have to work through and figure out is I want to do a battery on axle mount, but I got to figure out my shock situation to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, what I've been doing is throwing the battery up here on the servo like that, but it puts way too much weight on top and not happy with
Okay.
that. So,
Yeah, a little
uh,
top heavy.
yeah, I found, I mean, yes, yes, yeah, it throws the weight up front, but it throws it up high too. And it's not what I want with
Yep.
this. So, uh,
And those look like Mias V2s. Does somebody make a BOA mount for the Mias
so
V2s?
we just, I discussed this in another forum somewhere recently, and someone says that yes, there is a file on cults for it.
Okay, right on.
And so I just need to get on there and download the file and print it. And I'm having computer printer issues right now. I did an update on my Bamboo Lab software, and now my printer doesn't recognize the computer, and the computer doesn't recognize the printer, and it, I'm not
Oh,
computer
that's a
savvy.
pain.
Yeah, I'm not tech
I
savvy.
used to
I
be,
like
but computers have changed.
Well, and for years I used an iPad and a phone instead of a computer, and I
Mhm.
was just fine
Yep.
with those. And so once I started 3D printing, I bought a cheap laptop, and cheap being the key word, cheap. And it's slow now. Like it
Yeah.
was fine when I first bought it. Now it's slow as Christmas and can't keep up with anything. I think I just need to break down and buy me a good quality laptop and go from there. And
That
but
should
that means that
definitely
I
help.
that means I don't have money for parts for a little while.
I,
So
right? That's what I'm saying. Like between buying RC parts or anything else, I choose RC parts.
yeah, yeah. And I've added an old hobby back into my life that's not cheap. So been playing golf again, and that that's gonna that's gonna cut into some of this hobby time, and we'll figure it out though. We'll figure out a healthy balance of all of it and go from there.
Yeah, that's all right. And just grab those guys and put a controller in their hand, and you can combine the two hobbies.
Absolutely. Hey, what's up, Bob? How are you doing tonight, buddy? So a minute ago we had
Hey, thanks
six
for joining us,
people,
Bob.
and I meant to ask who had joined, and I missed the opportunity. But if you're in here, let us know you're in here. We want to know that you're here. I don't get to see on my end. I don't see actually who all's in the chat. So if you come in, let us know you're here.
Thanks for sharing Sunday evening with us.
Absolutely. So
You brought out a box of
you've shown us the
SCX30
mini
parts.
mayhem. Say
Yep,
again.
the Mini Mayhem build. Oh, I know we before we went live we were looking at your box of SCX30 parts. You've got quite the stash ready for building.
Yeah, ready for building. Still trying to like knowing other things were coming. Like I was waiting on worm gears for a while. Now I have worm gears. Uh, Still trying to figure out what to do with wheels and tires because that's always hard to figure out because it's not
One
like
of the most important decisions, I think.
yeah, absolutely. And on some of the rigs I've done, I feel like I've done okay with that. The what were these? These look like stock wheels and tires. I don't remember though. Yeah, these are Aztecs. So
Man, the
uh,
stock JLU wheels and tires are not bad. The tires are good enough that I've pulled mine off the rims. These are my buddies. I'm taking these because I put my stock tires on these Injora wheels that I painted for his rig because they fit and they look good on these trucks.
Absolutely. Those do look good. That's an Injora wheel. What is that? Hold on. What
Yeah,
wheel is
these
that?
are the Injora wheels that I bought.
Okay.
They were the satin silver wheels, and they wouldn't work for the tires I wanted to run, so I gave them to him, and
Nice.
they couldn't put silver wheels on this rig, so I sprayed them
Yeah,
black and put a gold bead on it, and I think they turned out pretty nice.
they're great. I love them. That looks great.
We'll see how long they stay black.
Hey, I bet I mean, they shouldn't rub too much, I wouldn't think.
No, I don't think
That should be
so.
good.
And I use enamel paint for this, and it's just a
Okay.
flat black primer and 3 coats of flat clear. So it
Okay.
can take some abuse because that's the same type of paint um, I did my Beetle in, and that's a little over a year old, and it doesn't look too shabby. I try not to thrash it too bad, but it's holding up pretty good against the rocks.
I love that Beetle, man. I love that Beetle.
This was my first custom build, and it's just gotten better. I recently rebuilt it with Grandpa's RC off-road recovery tub frame chassis, which made it perform a lot better, and then put in the interior that should have had all along. A lot
I
of
love
detail
it.
work in there that you can't really see in the dim light that I've got.
Right. Oh, now you can see it on that angle. It looks great. You got your driver, you got a
Yeah, thank you.
dash. Yeah. So
Yeah,
go ahead.
I was just going to say that as I get deeper in the hobby, I appreciate the scale aspect more than anything.
Yes, absolutely. It ties it all together and brings it. I mean, how do you have a car without a driver? Yeah.
That's right.
So I see we have 8 people in the chat. If you're in here, let us know you're in here. We don't always. I can't see at all who's in here without your input. So let us know that you're here. Let us know where you're joining us from.
Let us know what you want to talk about. We
Absolutely,
love
we're here
chatting
for you, not for
with our
us.
viewers. I've got a little visitor. This is Dustin.
What's up, Lance? What Forerunner body is that? I think he's talking about
If we're
maybe
talking
your
about
Forerunner.
this one, yeah, this is the Hunt Runner from Haunter RC. So not exactly a Forerunner, but as I told him, it looks Forerunner-ish. And he said, yeah, it's basically his version of a Forerunner. But yeah, this is available from Haunter RC online. That running the Class 1 Haunter chassis under here also. And this is a mini Mayhem built rig. Got his tag plate on the back. Super cool detail.
And you said that's Haunter's C1 chassis, correct?
Uh huh.
That's got
Yeah,
a
it's a
flat
great little
skid.
chassis. Uh
Yeah.
huh. Flat skid. But even with these tiny 50, I think 50 millimeter, 52 millimeter, what are these? These are the landmines, J Concept landmines. I think they're 52 if I remember. Let me pull out my calipers. Yeah, even with the tiny tires and flat skid, 50 millimeters. So yeah, they're tiny tires for sure. It gets around on my course. I posted some run footage of it, and it's a belly dragger for sure. But it's got the clearance with these double bent rear links.
Man, Mini Mayhem just every everything he does is sick. His paint jobs,
Yeah,
his
this is the
builds,
first rig of his I've gotten to see in person, and he does an excellent job.
absolutely. All right, so
Oh, nice.
we got Lance and
Lance just
Bob.
finished a Pizza Planet runner. So that's very cool. I loved seeing the Pizza Planet runners.
What's up, Arizona Desert Rider? How are you doing
Hey, thanks
tonight,
for
brother?
joining us.
Absolutely. Uh, so my last 30 paint job that I worked on was this one. And I still want to do a little more detail stuff on it. I gotta do the rear lights. I
Okay,
haven't done
what are you
those.
thinking?
Uh,
Okay, yeah,
I'm just gonna just do them up. They need some red and orange back here. Uh,
uh
and
huh.
it I won't go stupid with it, but I mean I got the rear window in there, the roll down
I
rear
love.
window. I don't know if you can
Yeah, I
see that
love
or not.
that. I can see that.
Uh,
That looks so good. What did
and
you
then the
use for
window
the
net.
window knitting?
So I use a trucker hat. I cut up a trucker hat
I
and
knew that
took the
looked
netting from.
familiar. I'd seen that on somebody else's rig today. That's a good idea.
I learned that trick from Gabe. Uh,
Nice.
Lurko gave me that idea a while back, and I love it. I mean, it works,
It's
and
yeah,
that's
it's got the right look for these little trucks.
yeah, it works on 24 scale too. It like I've done it on 24 scale stuff a couple of times. Let's see if I have one in here. It may be in. Let me look. Hold on one second. See if it's on this shelf or not. Uh, I don't think I have it in this room with me right now. I'm so spread out right now, and we're getting ready to move in the near future. So I've got stuff everywhere right now trying to get things put up. So
Yeah, it's amazing what you accumulate, and then it's time to move, and you got to deal with it all.
yeah,
And yeah,
and
Arizona Desert Rider, that does look great. That's a great looking truck.
that smack hat material. Hey, you talk to Larco. He's got all the great ideas. I feel like.
That's what I love about the RC communities. Everybody's so willing to share, like, hey, I had this idea, and instead of trying to hide it and keep it secret, like, no, this is my special way of doing things. Everybody's just like, hey, I did this, go out and do it yourself and create something new with it. I love that about the RC community.
Absolutely, for sure. It's what's like early on getting back into these. It's suckered me in. Is all you had to do is ask somebody how, and there were so many
Yeah,
people willing to help you like learn it and figure it out. And yeah, for sure.
yeah, it's awesome. I see it online and some of the Facebook forums, and even new guys. Like, I have no idea what I'm doing, but I do know this, and they're in there chatting, helping each other out.
Hey Lance, what is you? Are you on Insta?
Yeah, do you have Insta or any other social that we can go follow?
Hey, yeah, Arizona Desert Rider. If there's anybody that knows anything about Lurco paint jobs, we'll start going through them. I Lurco is my go-to for paint. It's what he does is unbelievable, and I've got more headed to me from him. It's when I have something I want done up right, and I don't want to tackle the project myself. That's my boy, and
Those are good looking trucks.
We
And
we
Lance says yes, Lance Handmade. So everybody go search for Lance Handmade and give him a follow.
I got I can keep them coming from Lurko. It's unbelievable what he does. Uh,
Those are great looking little trucks. I might need to have Lurko do some work for me. Maybe I can trade him one of my paint jobs. I might have to do this for myself. Bodies aren't really available now until July, but I might do an alternate body for my Jeep because this is sick. Honestly, I love it. That red Jeep is sweet.
isn't that red Jeep sweet?
Yeah, that's
And
awesome.
it had a sweet dash in it. I've got to get with Matt WT Micro and get him to get me another dash and steering wheel. Um, because I broke it.
Oh no.
Stepped on it. It fell and then I stepped on it. It's just bad luck.
And thank you, Lance. I appreciate that. I've surprised myself a little bit with this paint job.
Yeah. So yeah. Does Lurko know how to paint? Absolutely. The dude is it's unbelievable. His vision and his even beyond his
He's
vision,
just got the right eye.
he makes it
Some
happen.
people just have the eye for doing stuff like that.
And, well, and it takes more than just the eye of seeing it, it's the execution. His
Hmm.
execution on top of his vision is out of this world. And uh and he's happy to share his knowledge. Like it's totally unbelievable. Grab one more thing. I'll be right back.
Yeah, Arizona Desert Rider. Lurko put a Haunter on the Vinge chassis. That ain't right. I hope you let him know that
What's that?
because the Haunter chassis. Arizona Desert Rider says he was out the other day with Lurko, and apparently it was on a Vinge chassis, which I don't know why you wouldn't use a Haunter chassis. It's the C1 is good. The C3 looks even cooler, I think. But for a Class 1 chassis, this is amazing.
Oh yeah, Arizona Desert
Whoa.
Rider and yeah, y'all have been going out and crawling a little bit. I forgot about like I've seen some of y'all's video, like seen some videos of y'all together. So
Oh, he got the body and you're putting it on a Vinge chassis. Well, what are you doing? You need to get a Haunter chassis. Although Vinge is a great chassis, so can't fault you for using a Vinge chassis. Dude, what do we got going on here? Those wheels and tires, those look like Mavericks. Are those Mavericks?
yes, I wasn't going to use anything else on this truck. I
Oh, it's perfect. Everybody's got to get a set of Mavericks. If you don't have some Mavericks yet, you need to go get some. I think I
so
froze for a bit, but
this
yeah, everybody needs a set of Mavericks. Go out and get some Mavericks for yourself.
this is a paint job I've been working on myself for the last
You've
I
been
don't know,
working on it for a minute.
yeah, about 10 days. I what I in the past I've been throw it together and just take what it is. And I told myself on this one, I'm going to take my time. I'm not going to rush anything. And I haven't. And it's starting to come together the way I envisioned it. So WT is looking blue oval. Looks like it's straight out of a barn fire, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It looks
So,
great.
well, gonna throw some accents on it. I want to do the window trim and still got to get the bumpers painted up. But I'm gonna keep them. I think I'm gonna keep the bumpers clean. You know, chrome them and make it look kind of
Yeah,
match the tires. But
I think that's a good idea. That'll look good. Are you going to put a top coat over all the rust?
so originally I thought that I would go in and just leave parts of it rusted, and then do a top coat in a hunter green. And I've backed off the idea, and I'm gonna leave it like it is, and I may throw some clear on it, like some satin clear. But the way it is right now, I used AK rust on it, so it's true rust on there. Like that's
Oh,
I
wow.
yeah, you use like it's got like iron in the paint, and then you spray a solution on it, and it turns the iron to rust
How
when
cool.
it's
I'm going to have to try that at some point.
yeah. So there's like that's truly rusted. It's not just paint. Like, yes, I painted it. I think you saw it originally. At one time, it
Uh-huh.
was like it was almost the same color as this,
Yeah, yeah, it was.
and I weathered it, and then I did after all the weathering, I did the true rust coat on it, and it's going to stay this way. So
I love it. It looks great.
it looks like nothing else that I've seen, or so for that I'm happy with it, and we'll see what comes. What it Yeah, oxidizer. Thank you, Arizona Desert Rider. Yeah, I spray it. It comes with an oxidizer. Like, it's a two piece. It comes with a paint and an oxidizer, and you paint it on, you let it dry, and then you spray it. So
And Arizona Riders asking for all of our secrets. We're here to share. So if anybody knows tips and tricks, drop them in the chat. We're not trying to keep our
well, I'll
methods
throw it out
secret.
there
We
this
want
way. If I'm sharing it, it wasn't a secret because somebody shared it with me. I didn't figure this shit out on my own.
that's right. Yeah, we none of us got here by ourselves.
No, absolutely not. So, uh, yeah, that bed.
Yeah,
This
that
side's a
shit looks so
little
good. That's been sitting in a shed or a barn for 40 years.
exactly. That's So I'm happy with it. I'm happy with where it's going.
Absolutely, you should be. That's an awesome looking truck. I've got some SCX 30 bodies being printed and mailed from Grandpa's RC Off Road Recovery that I'm also going to paint up. I don't think I'm going to do this style of paint on them. I think this looks good on the JLU, but these are going to be two-door Cherokee bodies. So I think I'm going to have to come up with a different paint scheme. But I think I'm going to go all out on it.
Why not? You might as well if you're gonna take the time, go all out. So you did that
Yeah,
one pretty quick though.
Lance,
That SCX 30 job on that black and bronze. What, you did that over what, 3 days? A little
I
or
got the
quicker.
truck Thursday. Yeah, I got the truck from him Thursday at work. Um, stripped it down that evening, painted it black Friday morning, did the topo lines and all the accents Friday night until about 1 a.m. when I decided it was done. Let it cure for a couple days and then cleared it this afternoon. So it was a
Okay.
weekend paint job.
Nice.
And yeah, Lance, as far as doing windows, that's the best method I know is to make like a little template. Um, let's see, on my Tacoma, I didn't like the clear windows So I just cut some gel light filters. You can get them on Amazon, and I just stuck it in between the stock windows and the body for tinted windows. But
Perfect.
that was pretty easy. But if you're doing a ground up build with a new body, yeah, I'd say cardboard or masking tape is going to be the best way to make a template.
I'm still disappointed I don't have one of those Toyotas.
I am too. That was a bum deal that uh, Fair RC pulled on you.
Yeah, and I'm done with. I'm done with my fair RC bashing. I did it, and I bashed them for a minute, and I'm on. I'm moving on from that. So, but I am disappointed I don't
But
have one of those.
I think you should grab one of the Tacomas, whether it's
I'll
Fair RC mod or one of the just FMS models. They're fun
I'll get
little
an
trucks.
FMS, and I even thought about just like because I think you can get the FMS just the body now and all the body parts, and throwing it
Yeah,
on.
it's so annoying the way they sell it. Every little, like, the hood is separate, then the body, then the bed. They need to make a package deal.
Same with the 30s though, and
Yes,
axial. I wish you could just buy the whole kit and be done with
right,
it instead of having to piecemeal it together and wonder if you bought all the right parts or not.
exactly. The bodies aren't available until July. I've got 3 on order. I realized after I placed the order that you get the body, the windows, and the stickers. You don't get the fenders. You don't get the roof accessories. I don't remember if you even get the bumpers that with it or not. So yeah, that axial FMS, just give us the full body kit. Nobody wants a partial body.
I think there's 4 different part numbers to order for a JLU. Best I remember because
Yes, I think you're right.
I did this one for my little girl.
That's such a clean little
I
rig. I like that.
it it's turned out nice. It like and this one's all stock. Like underneath it, I just haven't done
Uh-huh.
anything with it for her yet, and she doesn't care. It's fine. This for her, it's fine the way it is, you know.
Absolutely. They're
But
so capable out of the box.
and
And Arizona Desert Rider, I don't know that I have seen your new truck. If I have, I'd
which
forgotten.
I've probably seen it, but which one?
Yeah, let us know which one you're talking about. And yeah, the Jeep accessories should come with all the 30s. I don't know why the Bronco doesn't get it. The K10 gets stacks, so I think we can let the K10 exist with just the stacks.
Let me see if I can get my Insta up on here real quick. I don't know if I
Yeah, I
have it
think
on
I've got
my.
mine open in another tab. I don't see a message yet.
I don't know my. I bet he sent it to me, and I don't even know my
Yeah, he might have
Instagram
sent it to
password.
you.
It's on my phone. Uh,
Oh, right. Yeah, we'll check it out after the show for sure.
yeah, I'll look
Make
at
sure
it.
to share it,
Sorry,
add it as a story or something, and we'll all go take a look at it.
for sure. Back to YouTube.
I am going to be doing another SCX 30 body for somebody that we all know, but I'm starting to just do a little test of the body color and accent colors. I like the metallic look. I went to Hobby Lobby the other day and bought a 12 pack of these metallic paint pens, and they've got a nice fine tip, and that's what I used for the uh, topo lines on the 30. So
Those turned out so
if you
clean
need,
too. Like I do not have that kind of luck with paint pens. My tips get
here,
roughed
let me
up,
open one. Yeah, they've
and
got a
once the tips
nice
are rough, like
fine
it's
tip.
hard to control the
There's no
paint.
saving it, right? Yeah, after the tip gets worn out, there's no saving it. But for now, they've held up really well. And nice fine tip, you can get a really fine line with these.
You got that at
Wait
Hobby
till they're
Lobby?
on
What?
sale.
Show the brand. What brand? Which paint pens is it?
Um, Master's Touch.
Okay, I'll have to go check those out. I'll have to
Yeah,
get me
metallic
some.
acrylic. It's a 12 pack, $20. It was on sale 40% off, so it was like $12, so $1 a paint pen, which is a steal.
That's one of the things I love about Hobby Lobby is everything's always 40% off, especially
If
models.
it's not 40% off this week, wait 2 or 3 weeks and it will be.
Exactly. No, they're great about that, about always having a good sale. So
Tell
this
us
is
what else you've
another.
got coming up soon. What
Um.
other projects? I know you've always got more than one project going at once.
So I got to finish up this. I got to do this WT Micro bullnose dually build. But I'm dragging my feet on it, just trying to be slow. I've uh, got some more bodies coming from Lurco. Um, man, I I've got too many projects. I got too many irons in the fire to know what's next. It's it
Right.
always ends up being whatever I feel at the moment I work on, and
Hmm.
when I'm
That's the way I like doing it.
when I run into a dead end, I just put it aside until I figure it out again. Start on another project. I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely.
This next week, my kids come home tomorrow, so I'm full time dad all this next week, which I wouldn't trade for anything. That's my favorite time.
Oh,
Um,
yeah. Have fun. Hopefully, you can
yeah.
get some crawling time in with the kids, put those rigs out on the rocks.
Well, and all right. So one of the other things we did is we did. So we've talked about it before and seen the mountain blocks course that I got them for Christmas, or that Santa got them
Yeah,
for
those are.
Christmas. I should say. And then I did a paint tarp uh, with
I've been wanting to do a paint
aluminum
tarp.
foil.
How do you
Do a
like it? Is it
small
worth
one.
all the effort? That's what I've heard.
I did a 12 by 15, and
Oh my gosh, that's huge.
it is huge, and it works. It works great. It's I should have done smaller. And in my mind, I'm like, oh yeah, we'll do a big one and have a big course. No, a couple of small ones would have been easier to make
Oh, sure.
and
Right.
easier to manage
Yeah.
because
Yeah, that's a
that
lot of
thing,
fabric to deal with.
and it doesn't fold up as small as a small one would. So I'm thinking about cutting it up into four small pieces, but I
That's
don't
an
know what
idea.
I'll
That
do with it.
Yeah, I've seen some people say go to Harbor Freight or something. I don't remember where, but get a green one instead of the tan one, and it's just a little bit more realistic.
That's a good idea. I
It
think I've
is.
seen someone else say that. At the moment, like when I bought mine, it's like I'd seen one other person do it at that point, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna do
Yeah,
this. And now that like it's gained some traction and other people have done it, I'm really jealous of some of the stuff I've seen. It's pretty cool.
yeah. I'd like
So
to get one and just try to paint it a little bit like a rock color and just give it some more visual interest because I think that'd be fun little project to try.
my thought on painting it was it's going to change every time.
That's
So
true.
the shading will be in the wrong spot at times. The highlights will be
Hmm.
in the wrong spots at times. And I'm not doing it for a scale look. I'm doing it for a place to crawl inside when the weather doesn't let us crawl outside. And
Yep.
so that's the only, like that's the only reason I haven't painted it or like tried to do anything like that. Um,
Yeah, and it may end up looking goofy if I do try to paint it.
it might. You never. It may look cool regardless of
Yeah.
you know.
You
And
never know
mate,
until
like
you try. And that's part of the hobby is
that's
just trying stuff to see if it works.
amen. Absolutely.
Which, speaking of trying stuff, finally getting the Datsun build underway
Nice.
and going to be using this hand cut Tomsky, tilted Tomsky chassis. I want to try this inboard rear suspension mount. So this will go in between the chassis rails. And so the suspension will mount in between the chassis rails and come down to the axles at an angle. So I'm going to
Nice.
try it, see what I can make happen. But using stock power wagon shocks on the front, and we'll see how long I can go on the back. I've got some 43 millimeter double barrels. I'll try it, and I'll go shorter if it doesn't work.
Okay.
But these are going to be sitting on some Mias nylons, LGRP wheels with the 50 millimeter, 52 millimeter Mavericks. I think this is going to be a sweet little truck. And my Big Kid
That's
Tiny Truck ESC should show up soon. So if
nice.
everybody hasn't heard, Big Kid Tiny Truck has the updated ESCs available right now. So if you need an ESC, I'd recommend Big Kid Tiny Truck. And Arizona Desert Rider, we're talking about the canvas drop cloth and aluminum tape crawler course trend. So I think Harbor Freight sells different color drop cloths, and people have mentioned getting the green one instead of just the tan one. And we have talked about it before. Let me see where's that rig behind the laptop. I recently did the Opie Factory flat skid for the LC80, and it's a game changer. That it was so annoying to always be getting caught on the bump in the transmission that hangs down on the stock plate. This raises the center of gravity just a bit, but I think the clearance underneath is well worth it. The only issue I've run into is I've got a torque servo, and with the rear exit wire, the front suspension won't compress all the way because the chassis brace gets caught on the rear exit wire. So I think I'm just going to do some aftermarket links and unthread them a bit just to stretch the front just a tad again to get it back where it was sitting to clear that servo wire. But yeah, you can see the difference flat skid versus stock skid. For 20 bucks, one of the best upgrades you can do, in my opinion.
For sure. I just wanted to throw that up there so people could see that difference.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you get like 4 millimeters of more clearance at least, maybe five
Yeah,
even.
it's a game changer. Like I'm hitting lines that I never could before, just because I have the flat skid now. I'm not hanging up on everything. And this is one of my favorite trucks. It's not the best performer, but it's just so much fun to drive. It's got such a great scale look and feel when you're out on the rocks with it.
I haven't driven mine in quite a while, but I loved like the scale look of it on the rocks was
Mm-hmm.
unbelievable.
Yeah, get it back out. You'll fall in love with it all over again.
I got to replace I need to put another motor in it. Something happened with this one. I don't know what. And
Uh-oh.
yeah, but that's an easy fix.
Yeah,
I just haven't
and
done it yet
brushless motors are cheap, actually.
for sure. Just yeah, as if I don't have a box full of them over here. It's like I just need to sit down and do it.
Right? Yeah,
So
for sure. I've not dug
mm,
into a two-speed transmission. That would be my only worry is getting into that 2-speed transmission because there's a lot more going on than an SCX 24.
Right. That's kind of been one of the things that I've drug my feet about, and it makes a good art display right now. It looks cool on the shelf. So,
Absolutely.
oh well,
But we had talked
what
a
do we
little
have
bit
coming
about some
up this week?
SCX 30 parts. Um, Let me go ahead and share my screen. We have talked about this some, but I wanted to share it with everyone else. The hybrid link kit for the SCX 30 from Robski Fab. These are nice links. You've got the heavier lower links and lighter upper links to get the weight down low as far as possible, keep your center of gravity low. But they do come with a nice price tag because it seems like there's been some engineering going into this. So $50 for SCX 30 links. I'm tempted, but I don't know. Half the cost of the truck and links, but it might be worth it for the performance gains.
I think you could go. I'm a big Robski Fab. I, I'm a big fan of his stuff. I have several of his chassis kits on stock chassis kits. I did 5 different stock chassis kit builds with his stuff. I have one of his double trouble chassis that I built and then disassembled, and it's in the disassembled stage right now. It may actually be, yeah, here it is. Uh, that one is of his. I love Robski's stuff. I've got some of his 3D files, bodies. There's one sitting in the background back here. This is a Robski kit. One
Oh,
of
yeah, the
his,
buggy.
yeah, one of his buggies. Trail Wrap 1, maybe, I think. I also have the Trail Wrap 2 now. It may be in this room. I don't know. Where is that?
Yeah, it's all good, high quality stuff. You know you're getting
Absolutely.
something that's going to last. But yeah, I kind of feel you. I don't know that $50 links on a $100 truck makes a lot of sense.
No, because there's other people that are offering brass links that you could go brass in the front and aluminum in the back and get the weight bias the way you want it. So I'm sure I'll end up ordering a set of them just because
I'm just curious. I want to see for myself how it changes the truck.
yeah, that's where I am. I You don't know until you try it, right? So
That's right.
uh, I want to try it and see what happens. But $50 for a set of SCX 30 links, whew,
Yeah, that's pretty steep.
for sure. So
I
one of the
did
things,
overdrive on mine, and I think if you do nothing else, put the Injora 23% overdrive in your front axle, because that unlocked a whole bunch of lines for me.
so on that note, let me find the right bag because I've been building and uh, somewhere in here I have not that. So with all this sturdy stuff, I've been putting it in Ziploc bags.
Yeah, that's the only way to keep track of it. I've put all the old stuff in the new bags because it's going to disappear. It's also tiny.
All right, so I did do that's with this. I did the Hobby Details aluminum front axle housing, and
Uh-huh.
then I've got the +4 axle shafts in this with the Hobby. No, these are GPM brass knuckles, but I did do the overdrive in this front axle. and then I want to underdrive the overall transmission, and then just put a stock rear in it. So it's the front will still be overdriven from the rear, but I'm going to slow it way down. Is the hope.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to know how that works for you because I might do the same thing. I also might just pull the trigger and go with the FureTech torque brushless setup. I just prefer brushless. It just feels nicer to me out driving on the rocks.
Right.
How do
And
you like the K10s? I've not been able to drive a K10 yet.
so I have two of them, and I haven't driven either one of them yet. I have a
Oh,
black
okay.
one and a green one, and uh, I mean this one I've been taking parts out of it because my goal was to build this one, and then I got distracted this past week and quit building it. Uh, but I have. Let me find it. It's in here somewhere. One sec. Here it is. So I've got the Furatech, the first one they did, the
Uh
first
huh.
Nano or whatever they call this. Um, and then I did the brass kit on it. And then I think I got a phone call to come play golf and boxed it all back up and quit working on it. And I hadn't gotten back after it yet. So I'm gonna
Yep,
throw
it'll
all
still be
that.
there waiting for you.
It will. It's not going anywhere. It's not going to get up and go crawl by itself or walk off. So, uh, got a pocket snake chassis that I'm going to put it on, and then of course Mofo released the Piranha and a comp
Hmm.
chassis. This
Yeah, I'm
over,
interested to see what people think of those as they start showing up in the mail.
and I had them in my cart, and I just didn't finish processing my order. And then when I went back, the plus six wasn't available on one of them, the plus six links. And so I was just like, I'll wait till they come back in stock and order both again. So
Yeah, Mofo's real good about restocking quickly.
absolutely. So when those come back in to stock, I'm definitely jumping on those. I have the Flub RC driplet on the way. I haven't seen shipping
Oh, I don't
notification
know
for it
about
yet.
this.
Go to
Is that a
Flubs. Can you
chassis?
pull up? Yeah, can you? It's a Yeah. Can you pull up Flub?
Yeah, I'm going to their website real quick.
So Arizona Desert Rider, you ordered a Cyber Snake chassis?
Yeah, what was the thing we were looking for? The droplet?
Uh,
Oh, heck yeah.
Driplet. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me share
And
my
he may have,
screen.
and I think he may be going to release another one like a trucklet or something along the same lines, but more of a truggy style.
Yeah, this is cool. I think I have seen this once somewhere. I don't remember where I saw it, but that's a neat little kind of buggy style chassis, tube chassis.
Yeah.
13-degree skid, and stock is what, 7
Six
degrees?
or
I don't
seven.
remember.
6 or 7, I feel like.
Front upper link mount has been widened by 4 millimeters, yet remains inboard. Rear uppers go to outboard. Shock positions fully tested on 21 and 25 millimeter links. We have given additional spots for extended wheelbases in the future. How cool! $35, that's a decent price for that chassis. That's a neat looking little chassis.
Yeah, I can't. I'm so excited about that. Like when the So the first time I saw it, I think RC Steve had it was in one of his in one of his stories. I saw one crawling at somewhere that he was, and I was like, "What is that? Like, whose is that?" And he's like, "Dude, this is the droplet coming from uh Flub." And I was like, "Oh, I'm getting one of those the second they drop." And the yeah, I ordered this within minutes of the drop. I've got some inserts coming for 2 sets of tires from him, and then I got some wheels coming from him for my A32. So
That's pretty cool. And it looks like you can decase the stock ESC and it just fits right in there. That's
yes,
slick. That's good engineering.
yep. Now I'll end up running something other than a stock ESC in it and another motor, but
Yeah, you have to. If you're going to go for a full chassis swap like that, you got to get rid of that stock ESC line.
that being said, where is okay? It's this truck.
Yeah, the roof scoops are pretty cool looking touch.
In this Bronco, I did the Mofo, the Neo Beast 30 or Neo Beast 30, maybe. What is it?
Uh huh.
And I've been happy with it in this truck.
Okay, so better than stock.
Yeah, it's better than stock. It's noisy, but
That's what I've
stock's
heard.
noisy too. Um,
That's true.
but crawlability, I mean, it's great, absolutely great.
Have
So
you used a reef servo on the 30 yet?
I have one right here, ready to go on that axle that I showed you earlier.
Nice. Those things are beasts. I've seen Adam's upgrade video, and that thing is wild on a little 30. I love it. I love a strong servo.
Now, where I thought I had maybe. All right, yeah, I've got the Injora servo on this one with the Neo
Yeah, I
Beast.
did Injora on mine. It's a good servo. It is definitely better than stock.
Yeah, I've struggled with getting my endpoint set up correctly, even
Have
with
you seen
my aftermarket remote.
CX?
Do what?
Okay. Have you seen CCX RC's endpoint video on the 30s? He put it out
Um,
maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago now. If anybody hasn't seen it, go to CCXRC's YouTube, find the endpoint video. It's about 11, 12 minutes long. It will change your truck wildly. I didn't know about the programming thing because, like everybody else, I pull it out of the box and start running it. Didn't read the directions, but you can get crazy steering. I've had to reduce my steering travel after following his video because I was getting just dog bone binding from the crazy steering angle.
well, so the dog bone grind, like that, is that from oversteering? Because I
Yeah,
feel
so
like if I pull out on the wheel a little bit, it relieves that problem. I just can't get the wheels to stay out. Like I feel like I need a spacer in there to where it's pulling the shaft out more. I don't know. I've struggled
huh.
with that.
Yeah, I've got the +2 millimeter shafts on this, but I was getting a lot of body rub and some dog bone binding, and I had to turn my dual rate back down after resetting the endpoints because um, some of these from the factory are set up well and others are not. And if yours is not and you change the settings, it's going to be a lot better. You get a lot better turning radius.
So like on this one, that I have set up on my NB4, I don't have any issues with
Yeah. Yeah, and
like
some of them, especially if you've changed your radio, you may not have an issue. But if you're running stock, it's worth checking that video out.
I'll do that because I've still got a few. My both of my girls still are running on a stock radio. My little boy's running on a GT5. That's actually this rig. Um, he's running a GT5 on that one, but that wiring looks awful now that I'm looking at it. But
That's what bodies are for.
yeah, you cover all that up, right?
Exactly. Out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah. So
Well, we're
I'm.
already over an hour, so
Oh
we
my,
might think about wrapping this up. Um, let's go ahead and add our afterthoughts. What do you want
yeah,
to
we're
say to wrap this thing up?
man. Support each other. You know, this community exists because of good people, and just if you see somebody like, especially on the Instagram and all the social media platforms, like share it, love it, like it, whatever. Give everybody love because we're all here because of each other, and none of us would be where we are with this stuff if it wasn't for one another. So just that's what I would say. That's my thought for tonight is love one another. That's kind of hippie sounding, but it's where I am tonight.
Agreed. Yeah. If somebody's doing something you like, let them know. It gives us all the encouragement boost to keep on going and trying new stuff. I can't wait to see your WT micro truck once it gets built. I think taking the time to do it right is the right thing to do. My Forerunner that I did the rusty patina on, I took a month to paint this thing,
Sometimes
and
that's
I
what it
think it
takes
was
to get
worth.
it right.
Yep, just to make sure everything cures and it don't run into any issues. And just thinking and looking at it in between steps, making sure that you're know what you're wanting to do for your next step rather than just rushing through it and ending up with something that's okay.
Right. Well, perfect example, this WT micro truck. Yeah, I think you'll remember when I
Uh-huh.
first painted it that green, I got ahead of myself, laid too much paint down too fast, and it didn't look right. And I was like, man, I got to sand this down and like figure something else out. And it worked itself out, in the end. I did sand it down and then got it looking the way it is now. So, yeah, take your time for sure. You can't rush this stuff. You can absolutely rush it, but it looks rushed sometimes when you do that.
Yep.
So,
Yeah,
all
the
right.
W2 micro truck is definitely going in the right direction now.
Thank you.
I appreciate everybody joining us tonight. We ran a little long. We're just having so much fun talking trucks because it's been, I think, a month. Time got away from me. We had a snowstorm. I work at a grocery store and people just wiped us out. It took over a week to recover and it just kind of slipped my mind. But I'm so glad to be back. It's great. Been great talking to you, Dad. I have
Absolutely.
enjoyed sharing all the stuff that we've been working on in the meantime.
For sure.
And I'm
And
taking commissions on these paint jobs. So hit me up on Instagram or send me a message on YouTube, whatever. You can find me, get a hold of me, and we can talk about getting your SCX30 looking this sick.
that's nasty. I love it. I love it. I
Yeah.
you may be getting one in addition to the one that's coming to you. You may be getting two in the mail this week. So
Hey, bring it on. I'm loving it. I'm can't wait to get my hands on the one that I'm doing for another person that we all know. I'll keep that under wraps for a little while, and then getting some two-door Jeep Cherokees for the 30, shipping in from Washington. One I'm going to do for me, and one's going to get sent back. But if anybody likes what I do with the 30s, we can probably work out another commission deal to get that body printed for you, and I can slap some paint on it.
Absolutely. Sweet. So, all right. Well, until week after next, hit me up in my DMs. I can respond to anything. Michael will respond to anything. At RC
Always down to talk
Crawling
about RC.
on Insta and Dad's Micro RC Garage on Insta. Hit us up. Share your tips and tricks with us. We love it.
Absolutely. Would love to see your builds.
All right, guys. I'm out for the night. Y'all have a good night. And we'll catch up soon.
Yeah, we'll see you again soon in the next live video. Thanks
All
for
right.
joining. And
Hit that
happy
outro.
crawling, everyone.
Later.